Hey family, y'all know who this is, right? This is Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation Show. Boom, boom, boom. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation Show. Let me share something with y'all, right? Now, a lot of times y'all don't pay attention to nothing, okay? I used to be, back in the days, one of the biggest, meanest, nastiest person you ever want to meet. Okay? It was God that turned my life around 32 years ago. It was not man. It was not the white man. It was not the black man. It was not the Chinese. It was not the Hebrew. It was the Holy Spirit that delivered me from a destructive lifestyle. I cannot, and I try not to figure it out. I really don't, because it's not for me to figure out. Why do y'all come up against me so much when I only go back out into the community to help those that need the help the most? And y'all have a tendency of cutting me down, stabbing me in my back, talking about I'm a scammer. I do this, I do that. And be honest with you, I don't even have to do what God called me to do. I can be like Jonah and deny it and try to run the other way for some of you scriptural people. Okay? And I'm trying to be nice. Because y'all sit up here when I come on my live or when I do certain things, oh, he crazy, oh, he's sick. And I try to tell y'all, I was called by the Holy Spirit, not Bishop Jerome Stokes, not other pastors, not other deacons, not other ministers, to go back into the community to help his lost generation of people. And for a lot of y'all that read and study scripture and know scripture or supposed to know scripture like I do, why did the apostles call the 7 disciples to the side? By my pastor being busy in the ministry, by the other, I'm going to say elders and ministers being busy in the ministry. We take the weight off of them by being more involved in the community. But y'all know your word, right? You know the Bible, right? So if you do, just understand why Steve Copeland do what he do. I don't mind y'all talking about me. I don't mind y'all criticizing me. I done been called Uncle Tom. I done been called Uncle Ruckus. I've been called Coons. I've been called Porch Negroes. I'm like, what the heck is that? By my own black people, not by the white man. That's y'all. By my own black people. Because I'm putting my life on the line to help make a difference between those that tends to enslave and oppress our poor people. Look at what Donald Trump and them is doing. But it's my fault, right? Look where Elon Musk. He's not a president. He's not a politician. But y'all sucking on him just like crazy. Look at Donald Trump. They are businessmen. They pay taxes just like everybody else for their employees. But they talking about cutting out all of these state and government programs. Who need their help the most? You might be financially situated where you don't have to rely on the state and the government. So this is what strengthening the community is all about. This is what the Latanya D. Copeland House of Hope is all about. It's a transitional program to help people better their lives. The building I'm in at 908, I'm subleasing that from somebody else because they didn't understand how to do the housing process. That's why strengthening the community in that building. The Latanya D. Copeland House of Hope. But y'all come for me so much, it makes me sick. It makes me sick. I put my life on the line to help us against the ones that want to keep us enslaved and oppressed. But I'm the problem. I'm the problem. That goes to show you how they got us twisted. And I did not put the price on that $600 bid. It was $700 at first by the person I'm subleasing from. Matter of fact, it started out as free. Then they put the price on it. I told them 700 was too much. 600 is too much. But I know what they want to maintain that building. I'm subleasing. And what Trump and them is doing, that building gonna be filled in no time. Y'all can't even see it. Now they talking about cutting back on Medicaid. Y'all okay with that? So a lot of people is not getting their, not going to be able to get their medical issues taken care of properly. But I'm the problem. I'm not a politician. I'm a human rights advocate. Okay? I'm a homeless advocate. I'm a community activist. I'm a community organizer. I'm a deacon. I stand up and I'm the voice for the people, but y'all try to make me feel like I'm the worst thing that ever came across. Because they want y'all to think like that. I'm the problem. But I fight against those that don't want to see our impoverished people move forward in life. But y'all look at me like I'm the problem. I'm not the problem. I thank God for people like Mr. Allen, who's a real estate investor that's willing to work with strengthening the community, the Latanya D. Copeland House of Hope. And I'm trying to pull as many in as I can that have rental property and will let y'all in without judging you because of your evictions, because of your criminal background, because of your credit scores. But I'm your problem. I'm your freaking problem. And I'm only doing this because I'm getting ready to go down to the building. So I figured I'd come on for a little bit, okay? I ain't stopping helping out people for nothing until they take me down. So any one of y'all that want to come to me because y'all feel like this big mouth bald head need to get his false teeth in, right? This big mouth bald head black dude standing up for Baltimore City. If y'all feel like I'm a problem, come to me. I might have to call 911 on you too. But come to me. I stand up and fight for us. And I get sick and tired of y'all criticizing me. I don't have to do this. Keep that in mind. I don't have to do it. Sometimes I have to pray to the Spirit for me to become willing to do what God called me to do. Because my flesh be like, nope. So understand the flesh. For some of y'all religious, Holy Ghost filled, baptized, I'm not a part of this earth people. God called us to go back out and be fishers of men, his people. But I'm the problem. And I wanted to put this out because I'm getting sick and tired. And then I think people that's coming aboard got my back when it comes to our people. I'm thinking they got my back. And I understand you want to make money. Don't get it wrong. I understand all that. The money gonna come. But we're providing a service. And y'all criticize me. I'm sitting up here arguing with my own business partner the other day because he does construction. He has houses. I'm talking about assisted living program. But you gonna tell me how to run my business? You don't do that. I didn't ask you to become partners with me for you to tell me how to run my business. You take care of your business. Anybody that's a part of what I'm doing, you filling in that puzzle. It's a puzzle that God got us doing. You do your profession. We add it together to help the people. I didn't ask nobody to come and tell me how to run my temporary housing program. But you want to come over here and tell me how to run my temporary housing program. And then I'm dealing with people, right, with depression. I'm dealing with people with mental illnesses. So basically, I'm around them. Not that once in a while when you doing the like when you doing your tests. I mean, I'm saying tests. Like when you come in to assess them and stuff like that. I'm around them. I see the behaviors. I know when they're not taking their medication. I can tell you. Because when you do come in, excuse me, y'all, somebody just called my phone. When you do come in to a when you do come in to assess them, when you do come in, steady blowing up my phone, to assess them, you just meeting the tip for that moment. I can basically tell you because I'm there with them. Who's not taking their medication? What the issues is. Like, because I talk to all my clients one-on-one. That's why I do an intake form that the girl the other day gonna try to say was a lease. No, goddamn lease. I do an intake form so that I'll know what I'm dealing with or who I'm dealing with. What type of mental illness you have. Do they ask you that on a lease? I need to know a little bit about the person that I'm dealing with. I don't do leases. I don't do rental agreements, not that you sign. We can do it verbally. It's only a 30-day thing, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to sign you to a lease and a week later you might decide you want to go. You can go. I'm not holding you hostage. I had to read up on all of this to know how to operate my transitional housing program or my temporary housing program. I know what I'm doing. When you start talking landlord tenant, I'm like, nope, that's not what we do here. I'm the one that rent property to help people that's homeless or in shelters that need at least a place to stay in until we can move you to the permanent phase. That's why it's called temporary housing to permanent. Bills got to be paid. For some of y'all, I don't know why you call yourself helping the homeless people and you want to charge them. Homeless people get checks too. Okay, if it's no more than SSI or SSDI. Those are the ones that get constant money coming in. I don't take their cards. I don't take their food stamps. It's independent living. Okay? I don't take their stuff. If they need somebody to teach them how to be responsible, how to manage their money, how to wash clothes, how to, keep their rooms clean, this is what we do when you in my housing program. I will check with my staff to make sure you are keeping your room clean. I will make sure we have one wash machine now. I got to get another one. That you can wash your clothes. If you don't know how to wash your clothes, I will sign someone to you. So that makes me a bad person, don't it? That makes me real, real bad because I'm teaching you how to be responsible. That's why I have a staff. But just because I'm trying to teach people to be more independent and responsible, I'm the worst black man that ever came in their life. Know why I teach people like that? Because Barbara Jean Copeland, my mother, taught me that men take care of their responsibilities. I know how to cook, clean, sew. All of that. If I get married again, that's a blessing. If I gotta take care of me and her, I know how. So I try to teach people, give them back the stuff that I was taught. But y'all wanna knock me, y'all wanna down me. Yeah, he's stealing people money. I got 2 trucks that's broke. And the one in the yard, I need to get a window in it because somebody bust the window in my white truck. I can't even get y'all to give me $5 to help me get my truck fixed. So if I'm making so much money, why my truck ain't fixed? Ain't fixed. If I'm scamming people and I'm taking their money, why my truck not fixed? I got a green Armada that I said I'm gonna use as a transportation truck soon as I get it out the shop to help the clients get around. But I'm the one that's stealing, robbing, taking. And I can't even get nobody to help fix my big vehicles. They both paid for. I got a 16-foot box truck that was given to me by Hellman Builders. I can put 8 pallets on that truck. What I got to steal for? Feeding people and everything. But then the moment I reach out and say, can y'all donate? Can y'all do this? And then it's all of a sudden I'm a scammer. I got companies that I can go to. Right now, I don't have my truck fixed where I can actually go like that. Right now, when I get off of here, I got to call a lift to go down to the building. Y'all know I was arrested, right? So I got to renew my license. That's why I'm not jumping in none of the, driving anyway. I got to renew all of that. But I'm so busy running, helping other people that I'm neglecting mainly me. But y'all mother freaking people, y'all, do y'all realize that shit hurt? I'm a human being, y'all. I'm a human being. I got children. I got grandchildren. But I take the time out to help us. And y'all just talk so freaking bad about me, man. That shit hurt. But I keep going. I keep going. And it ain't the white man doing it. It's my own black freaking people. You got Brandon Scott and them. You got Ivan Bates and them. You got our politicians that whores the hell out of y'all. Don't give a freak. Why y'all think they locked me up? Why y'all think they locked me up? I reached out to Brandon Scott the day before and told him I was having a problem with the Eastern District Police Department. I reached out to Commissioner Harris 3 times telling him I was having a problem with the Eastern District Police Department. None of y'all suckers even paid attention or listen. But he'll get himself in trouble. He'll get himself in trouble. He up there arguing with the police. And like I told them, y'all get paid to protect and serve the people in Baltimore City, not me. Y'all get paid. And I'm only saying this because the Republicans made me think they was willing to help our inner city people. You bunch of no good backstabbing suckers. And I'm mad with y'all. I'm mad with y'all. I'm really mad with the Republicans too. I'm mad with y'all because y'all made me think y'all had my back. Y'all sorry, no good mother suckers. Then please come to me. Because y'all know I became a Republican thinking that y'all had the best interests of the people in the city. And y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of lying politicians too. So it left me by myself. That's why they attacked me. Christopher Anderson, and you knew. Tim Fazenberger, whatever your name is, y'all knew. When it come to Donald Trump, y'all suck his freaking booty. And I told y'all I wasn't kissing his tail. Now come and let's talk. Because I put you on live. And we can be real about it. That's why I had to back up. Y'all thinking it's me. I had to back up because the people lied to me about helping y'all. And I'm talking about our less fortunate people. If you don't need the state and the government like most of our poor people, I'm not talking about you. Okay? because y'all are doing all the right things as far as living a conservative lifestyle, being responsible, stuff like that. It's the people, the impoverished people, the poor people, the inner city people that needs their help the most. I keep saying this. Understand this. A politician is only about laws. Ask them where's the solution to that law they created. They don't have it. They create laws. It's people like myself that comes with the solution to the laws so that you can live accordingly. Y'all missed the boat. Y'all missed the boat. They are politicians. They create laws and policies, laws. They don't have the solution. This is your solution. This big mouth, bald head, black dude that's in the community. Y'all, it flies right over y'all head and you can't see it. That's why when the police come, if I call them to come out and help me with a client, they'll find every excuse in the world not to do their job. And then you know what Steve Copeland got to do? He got to run downtown, get an emergency petition for them to actually take them to John Hopkins or Shepherd Pratt. And you know what the judge told me twice? Mr. Copeland, you ain't supposed to be here. Once you called them and told them what you do and blah, 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 stuff like that, they were supposed to took them. Now tell me I'm lying. Because guess what? When she give me the emergency petition, it goes to the district. Then they come with the what's that? The help truck. I mean the emergency vehicle truck to escort them to either John Hopkins or Shepherd Pratt. So she told me, she said, you are actually doing their job. But they will tell me, no, we can't this and that. I already know what they can do. But that's the way they was taught. That's what I had to understand. At one point, we had Officer Friendly. What happened to Officer Friendly? Y'all don't even realize. This woman, I ain't put it up there. Tell me, I'ma kill you. I'ma kill you. And she threatened to kill one of my staff members. We told the police. All of them was there. You know the police ignored it. Well, she ain't actually killed one of y'all. In order for us to do something, she got to kill you. I already know, because that's the way the Eastern District Police was presenting it to me. But then they locked me up, charged me with home invasion, burglary, armed robbery, and assault. The young man that they tried to say I assault, the officer didn't even know. That was my niece, nephew, which I called my nephew. Why am I hurt him? And then on top of that, how you gonna charge me with home invasion, burglary on my own rental property and business? The leases was in my name. It's transitional housing. So you know what happened? When they locked me up, they kidnapped me and they hid me. I never had a chance to talk to a judge to tell them who Steve Copeland was and what I do. The prosecutor said this. I call myself doing a plea deal because of what my lawyer explained to me, to let it go. The prosecutor said this, and it's recorded. Mr. Copeland, we know you didn't do this and you didn't do that, but you are guilty by association. And I looked over at her and I wanted to tell Vanessa so bad, so is your fucking boss. I'm the one that helped Ivan Bates twice when he ran for state's attorney. I'm the one that deals with Brandon Scott. But you said I'm guilty by association because my nephew father came up there and swung on him. And she told me this. She said, and we know you didn't do nothing. I'm like, well, why is you trying to charge me? It's on recording. So when I get ready to sue Baltimore City, I'm gonna pull that shit back out. You know I didn't do this. But that was the only way. You charged me with home invasion on my own rental property and business. That's why they ain't let me talk to a judge. And I tried to explain this to y'all. Now I can explain it because guess what? I ain't held bound by their slavery trap. Now, he over there talking about what they did. I'm so scared for him now. That showed me how the police can create charges on you and accuse you of stuff that you did not do. That's what God wanted me to see. How they play with innocent people. And I'm like, God, why did you allow me to see that? Because you know I'll go on my talk show and talk about it. I got a big mouth. He said, that's why I allowed you to see. Let me sit down. I'm telling you. So for a while, be honest with y'all, I was told by other people, Steve, don't go on your show and talk about this, don't talk about that. Just focus on the business. I said, okay. But I told my director at Communities United, because guess what? We protest against the police department to reduce their funds. I said, I'm going to be the main speaker this time because I see what they did. Can you imagine the police officer that charged me with 14 false charges? The detective lady was mad at me because she kept asking me questions. And I answered it like 2 minutes. Y'all know I talk. She said, that's all you got to do is say yes or no. I said, no, I won't. You ask a question, I'm going to answer it. You ask a question, then you want to tell somebody how to answer the question. What the freak is that? You ask a question. Don't ask a question if you don't want the answer. Leads to me, because if you ask me a question, I will take you all around the mulberry bush. I'm trying to get better at not doing it. I'm trying to get better at yes, no. Is that simple? Well, see, this what happened would. Because I'm going to give you a story. That's why I'm known as the big mouth, bald head, black dude. If you ask a question, I'm going to answer it. And it might not be yes or no. You don't never tell nobody how to answer a question. If you're going to ask a question, then you want it because you trying to be in control of it. That's all. Well, that's all you got to do is say yes or no. That is kind of simple, but not with me. So, officer, if you don't have 10 hours to talk with me, because I might not be too direct, I might go, by that time you sleepy. And then you'll turn around and say, you could have said yes or no 5 hours ago. No, I had to explain. I had to get that point across. Whew, it's done now. Never, if you want to talk to somebody, when they should listen. When they answer, you should listen. But you want to dictate the whole conversation. You ask a question, then you want to tell them how to answer your question. So you know what I do? I'll shut up. I do that to a lot of people being smart. When you're going to sit back and tell me, you're going to ask a question. Then when I start explaining, you want to butt right in. So what I'll do, I'll say, okay, I'm going to shut up. You ask the question, now you answer your question for me. Listen to what I just said. You answer if you ask me a question and you don't allow me to answer the question and you already got the answer to the question for me, then you answer your own question. Do you know people get mad? Because you want me to answer the question the way you want it answered. No. And if I don't understand your question that clear, I will ask you to expound a little bit more on it. Because I might interpret it wrong. You get me? That's the only reason why. I'm not being smart. I'm not being sarcastic. Just don't try to play the mind games with me. I come from the streets. So I know what it's like to lie, manipulate, cheat, and all that. But I know what it's like to be a God-fearing, loving, caring, kind, considerate man, too. Do you know we recognize real recognizes real? That's why the name of my talk show, Keeping It Real. Real recognizes real. When you being deceitful, when you being dishonest, we can see certain things because we lived it like that before. You think you getting over, and I'm like, ooh. I might not tell you that straight out, but I'm observing you. Because I used to live a certain way of life. So I recognize a lot of bull crap. But what I'll do, I'll trust you and saying, try to give you credit. And I'm saying right through you. And I will ask you little stupid stuff just to be smart. Because you think you playing it. And that's why I always tell y'all, I have 32 years clean. I sponsored a lot of men and women. So I help people deal with their traumas. Flies right over your head. I can take you inside, help you deal with those rape issues, those molestation issues, those abandonment issues. I am not a therapist or psychiatrist. I am a person that understands how to help people dig inside of themselves. But first, you have to build up on their character. You have to build up on their strength. I am not dumb by far. One, it starts with communication. Any relationship starts with communication. You gotta talk, being honest, having faith, and trusting back in you. It's not about nobody else when it comes to that. It's about learning how to have being honest and real with yourself. To thy own self, be true. Having faith back in yourself, trusting back in yourself. That's how I deal with my clients. And then the goal is when you talk with your PRP, be honest. Because that's the only way they can truly work with you. But I don't know what I'm doing. I am not a psychiatrist. I have not studied the brain and how, it functions. And that's what a lot of y'all do. But that's why I have to send people to the professionals. Because I know when it comes to the mindset, and you have your, say, certifications or your license or your PhD, you understand the brain portion of it better than I do. I just try to teach people to be honest and open-minded and let you know where they at and how they feel so you can better work with them. I tell y'all this all the time. I'm not your problem. And I'm going to tell you this too. The white man, not your problem. The Hispanic man, not your problem. You are your problem. But you pointing the fingers at everybody else. You create your own conditions. That's what I had to understand about Steve Copeland. So what are you going to do, Mr. Copeland? Sometimes I have to sit still and do a mental evaluation on myself. We call it a 10th step inventory. Okay, what's going on with with you? Why you feel the way you feel? What's happening here and there? And my conscience, I'm talking about the Holy Spirit. If it's something I said or did out the way, it's my conscience, which y'all call higher energy, earthly this and earthly that. That's fine. I call it the Holy Spirit. But that's my call. Will not let me be at peace. So I have to go inside and I have to do a self inventory. All right, Steve, what's going on? Why you doing what you doing or acting the way you acting? So if y'all see me and y'all be like, oh, he crazy. Oh, he bipolar. No, he not. Keep telling y'all. 32 years clean. Working knowledge of the 12 steps, 12 traditions, and the 12 concepts. Who better know how to do a self inventory on self but self? To thy own self be true. So because I know how to do a self inventory on self, I only give back what was taught to me. I was taught. I only give back what was taught to me, with me. You must change your old ways of thinking, or you're going to continue doing the same things. So when you look at safe streets, remember this. You have a lot of guys and women that came out of prison and haven't replaced their old ways of thinking and behaving. So they will go back to doing what they used to do because they don't have new information on top of that old information. I can only tell you, I had to change my old ways of thinking. I don't hustle today. I don't have to rob and steal and poison the community like I used to do over 32 years ago. Now I'm telling you about me. I'm not talking about you. I'm good at talking about Steve. I'm good at telling like whatever Steve do because I'm being true to me. It ain't about being true to y'all. I'm just letting y'all hear my truth. I wouldn't say this. I wouldn't say that. I don't blame you because that's you. But if I can share some stuff that I think can encourage and motivate somebody else, then that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. So I don't never want y'all to get it wrong. But if you're private and you don't care to help enhance other people's lives, that's you. I wouldn't do when you start saying stuff like that. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that. You're not me. That's why you wouldn't do it. Don't put me in your shoes. Sometimes it's hard for me to wear my own goddamn shoes. So don't put me in your shoes. Number one, I stand firm on morals, values, principles. I'm not a kisser. No. That's y'all problem. Y'all want me to sway this way and sway this way. No. I stand firm. And that's why y'all don't like me. But then if you don't like me, because I can stand firm on my morals, values, and principles and integrity, get mad with God. Because God did that, not me. God the one that made this big mouth bald head dude. God the one that told me, I keep telling y'all, I was sitting in the church redeemed up in the balcony, and the Holy Spirit hit me and said, I need you more out there than in here. I said, no, I ain't going out there, blah, blah, blah. I'm out there. I always like sharing this story. I do. Because I'm talking about me and how God worked with me. And then when I read Matthew's story, Mark's story, Luke's story, John's story, I hear how God worked with them. When I read about the prophets, how he worked with them in the old days before Christ came. That's all it is. It's the first covenant he made with the people. Y'all like holier than thou. Y'all don't see I walk scripture. The Spirit inspired them. The Holy Spirit inspired me to run off in my big mouth. well, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. The Holy Spirit embraces me, encourages me, motivates me. I want to be a sellout like a lot of y'all too. Well, how you want that done? How you want that? What you do? I want to be like that too, but I can't. I can't be your sellout because you're not the one that called me to do what I do. But so many of y'all are wrapped up into other people, trying to please other people. That's why you don't like me. When I lay down at night, I'm like, God, how are you? How did I do today? Well, Steve, you was a complete jerk today. Okay, but I want you to act better tomorrow. Lord, I'll try. I can't promise you, right? Because it all depends on who I'm dealing with and who I'm talking to. I might have to get out the gate. Do y'all talk to him like that? Lord, thank you for this wonderful day. This beautiful day that you have put in our lives. Thank you, Jesus. He out here, he already know you gonna say it. He know I'm sitting at this table right now on my live, drinking my coffee with hazelnut cream in it, getting ready, which I meant to be there by 10, but it's my business. I don't have to be there until I get good and ready. Okay. Who y'all answer to? Huh? Huh? Strengthen the Community, LLC. I'm the CEO and founder. Not Elon Musk, not Donald Trump, not your police department, not Ivan Bates, not Isabel's Coming, not Brandon Scott, not housing, not homeless services, Stephen Lavelle Copeland Sr., the Latanya D. Copeland House of Hope. Come for me. Because I try to make sure all my stuff is in order, baby. We helped Bill Henry, the council members, to get that um, slumlord landlord bill passed. Your property not up to code? Communities United and a bunch of organizations helped them come together with that bill. We got it passed. I spoke out on the $15 minimum wage. We got it passed. I helped the fight to get the eye in the sky here over Baltimore City to reduce the homicide rate amongst our black young men. Y'all cried about that. They spying on us. Our people been set up to kill each other off. The goal was to slow the process down. Flew right over y'all head. Flew right over y'all head. And the same people that fought not to get it here let it come. And it was supposed to have been here for a year. 6 months into it, they closed the project down and then sent Ross McNutt away from here and bounded him where he couldn't say nothing. But guess who they couldn't do it to? Big mouth, bald head, black dude. Because I'm not held bound by their laws. That's your shit. Bunch of scared people. And then what you do, you turn around. I'm putting my life on the line for us. And then you want to criticize and talk about me. Well, you hit yourself like, oh, you out there doing the same things again. No, this time, for some of y'all that want to say, you ain't going to get yourself like that. Now I got a team. I'm not by myself like I was at first, where they was able to come at me. Okay? And I was told to focus more on the business side and leave the politics out. I said, okay. And I still can't get y'all to come out and help fight for your people that the people that we voted in position is destroying the lives of your low to moderate, impoverished people. And y'all just sitting back looking and afraid to come out and support this big mouth, bald head, black dude who causing hell amongst our local leaders and elected officials that y'all hired, that y'all voted for. Even two white boys, and tell Trump I said it, and Elon Musk, that's billionaires, businessmen, doesn't even have a degree in politics, but y'all calling them politicians. The freak is wrong with your mind. Donald Trump told all of us, and we know it. He said, I am not a politician. I'm a businessman that happened to run for president. That's why, if you notice, you never hear me say President Trump. And he made it clear, his wife made it clear, his family made it clear. But guess what? I can see it flying over my head because I don't have hair to catch it. But this man playing y'all like a fiddle. Elon Musk's son even told the world, you ain't president. Well, look how he talked to the president. Where he get it from? That's a kid. He heard it somewhere. Where he get it from? And y'all are grown. I'm 63. And some of y'all my age, a little younger, a lot older. The little kid told the Trump. Oh, wasn't that so cute? That was so cute. Playing the hell out of us. Uh-huh. And you can't even see it. I love y'all. I'm trying to fix it where I can start doing my lives again. But I'm trying to get this building straight. I'm trying to get this building situated. I'm going to make this clear. And I'm going to keep making it clear. I do transitional housing. Look up the word transitional, please, to help you better understand what the Latanya D. I named my company, my 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 housing portion. I was calling myself the ambassador of housing. But when my sister passed away, I started calling it the Latanya D. Copeland House of Hope. Do y'all know how that hurt me? This is my sister legacy. And you son of a suckers. And I have to keep standing up and I had to keep going. When people disrespect this program, when y'all talk about me, calling me scammers and this and that, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do it, y'all. I could be like a lot of people. Rob, steal, take. I put my life on the line for Baltimore City. I know one day I'm gonna leave this earth. I know one day I'm gonna die. I know that. But I guarantee you, wherever y'all talk good or bad about me, my name gonna go on forever. That big mouth boy. I love my city, y'all. God gave the opportunity to come back out and fight against evil for the city. And y'all make me out to be the evil one. And I'm just saying this as a human being. I'm saying this as a man. It hurts my feelings. And I try my best to ignore it. I do. My own freaking black people. Y'all call me coons. Y'all call me Uncle Toms. Y'all call me Uncle Ruckus. I'm like, who the fuck is Uncle Ruckus? That's the first time I heard that name. You called me a porch Negro. And I put my life on the fucking line to help Baltimore City. Ain't no white man doing that. That's my own freaking people. My own black, melanated motherfucking kings and queens. And that's why sometimes I be wanting to give up so bad, y'all. I be wanting to give up so bad. God won't let me. God won't let me. He won't let me. Y'all don't get it. He won't let me. And a lot of y'all that feel that way towards me, please stay out my way. Continue moving on with your happy, joyous-free life. Because my goal is to help our homeless and less fortunate people make something out of their life. So if y'all want to call me a scammer, you want to call me a thief, you want to call me a robber, you want to call me whatever, continue doing it. I'm used to it anyway. But it's my own black people, my own people. My children can't even understand why their father do what he do. They can't because they didn't grow up saying certain things. I will ride them through the city from time to time and show them what their father doing, why he do what he do. And I'm only doing what my mother taught me how to do as far as giving back to the community. So yes, I'm crying because that shit hurts sometimes. For a lot of y'all that's real strong and you not into your feelings and you not into your emotions because you're weak. When you cry, guess what? I'm still handsome. No matter how I cry, no matter how I scream, no matter how I yell, I'm still a man. But keep in mind, I'm a man with feelings and emotions. And sometimes I do be like, hey, boy, what you crying for? That's because I care. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like that. I can't. I wish I was like a lot of y'all and didn't give a fuck. And I'm serious. I wish I was like y'all. Excuse my language. I wish I was like y'all. I wish I didn't care. I do. I wished I had a cold heart like a lot of y'all. I do. I do. I'm tired. That's why when y'all hear me say that, I'm tired because I care. And I'm tired of caring. I want to be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what none of y'all think about me. In a sense, and I'm just saying because I'm crying, I'm still a man. That don't make me less than a man. I'm still a man that's strong. When I was strong and I was tough. And I was going around beating people up. I was hurting people. That's how I responded to life. I would fuck you up years ago. I was a big, I was a big, evil, nasty dude. I was evil. I don't want to be like that no more. I don't like that dude. I don't like that dude. And sometimes when y'all come for me, it's like that sucker want to flare up. And I want to show y'all how I used to be. And I want to. But when I look at what God did for me, mm, mm, sometimes I want to beat some asses. I ain't lying to y'all. I want to step out like I used to, but I do not like prison. And I'm saying this for a lot of you suckers that wants to play Steve. Whew, you better thank God. You better thank God. I'm nothing like I used to be. I'm not. I'm not. I'm nothing like I used to be. I don't want to be that person I used to be. I don't like that person. I don't like that person. I don't want that person to show up moving forward. I don't want that person to show up. So if y'all think I'm evil and nasty now, ooh, 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 I don't want that person to show up. I don't. And that's my biggest fear with a lot of stuff. I don't care if you got a fucking gun. That shit don't scare me. And I'm not trying to be smart. I was arguing with the police, and I know they could have took me down. But I was arguing with the human beings. It wasn't the point of them having guns and all of that. I was talking to the people and letting them suckers know you human like me. You don't scare me. You don't scare me. And I'm only saying this, y'all, because I'm looking at where God took me away from two houses, and put me in a big apartment complex to help his people. And y'all can't see it. I need y'all more than what you realize. I need y'all. I can't do this by myself. I need y'all. And y'all leave me hanging by myself. And then you add to the problem when I'm fighting against our police department. Those are the ones I'm fighting against. Our police department and our politicians to do the right things for y'all. And y'all come up against me every freaking time. Y'all not the enemy's point blank. Y'all not. It's the ones we put in position to do the fucking job. And they don't want to see a lot of our people prosper. They don't. But I'm the problem. You see that mug on my face? I'm the problem. So keep talking about me. Because that's what they want y'all to do. They want y'all to down everything. I don't know if they sending people to the house to set me up. Like they did before. So I know I got to be careful. I'm telling y'all, if I was a white man, they would not be doing this. And y'all ain't thinking. Look what happened with Marilyn Mosby. Look what happened with Sheila Dixon. And I can tell you they was for the people. Anytime you got people in politics that's for the people and won't bend and break, they will find a way to accuse you of certain shit, even your own personal stuff. They did that with Marilyn Mosby, and y'all sucked right into it. Whatever she did, taken from her retirement plan to purchase those houses. Listen to what I'm saying. From her retirement plan or whatever, her 401 k and all that. That was her personal stuff. How they get into that? And y'all so daggone dumb and blind you don't see it. Look at Donald Trump. 34 felonies. White boy. That's personal stuff he created. that y'all want to say, oh, Joe Biden did it. Michael Jackson did it. Elvis Presley blamed it on Trump. That was Trump personal stuff. But because of his money, because of his color, and because of his I'm above the law. And y'all suck right into it. And get mad when somebody like me share the truth. Dre, one of the guys in my house that I had to get emergency petition on, told me, Steve, they coming for you. He was talking about the Eastern District Police Department. Steve, they coming for you. And eventually, the same white boy, I reported the police. I reported him to his supervisor twice. I couldn't tell y'all all of that. That's why that sucker came up with 14 charges. They raided my niece's house that I was staying at, looking for Gucci glasses, checkbooks that I supposed it took. They created that shit, and I kept trying to tell y'all. One of the guys in my housing program was found dead in the house. I was in prison during that time. Come for me now, suckers. Come for me now. None of that was reported in the police report. Now come for me now. I'm not on home monitor. Come for me. Come for me. Now I'm telling you my truth. So y'all can gospel about anything you want. If you want to know what the freak happened, some people came in my niece's house with her nephew and robbed her. She moved. The police set it up. The police set it up. And then what y'all have a tendency of doing, oh, let it go. Oh, let it go. I can't do nothing but let it go, but it's still there. I want to sue Baltimore City. Keep in mind, I can sue Baltimore City and the Eastern District Police Department. Isabel Cummings know what happened to me. Mackenzie Frost know what happened to me. Ivan Bates know. Brandon Scott, well, let me say knew, because I was reaching out to them. Now, that was before they arrested me. The officers that arrested me did not know I was a community activist. I was a human rights advocate. I'm a big mouth guy. I have a talk show. Why would you touch somebody that can go on their show and talk about you? I just choose not to call your name this time. And I'm very tempted. The same way you destroyed me with my family, I want to do it back to you and your family. It was the community that helped me understand about you, officer and detective. When I was over to prison, it was a lot of the people that know y'all very well. One reached out to me not too long ago. I seen another one working somewhere. Officers in the streets. Sometimes you just have to be that snitch. You know what I mean? I'm not a coward. I never was. So if you the type that likes to duck and hide behind stuff rather than speaking out for your rights, continue doing it. Okay? Only thing I ask y'all to do is stand with me. Can you imagine the hell Martin Luther King went through? Can you imagine what Malcolm X went through too? Can you imagine what our apostles went through? Get to know them. Some of them became homeless too. They was arrested. I'm experiencing a lot of the stuff they went through too. I didn't know it until God showed me. So for a lot of you Bible preaching teachers who never actually experienced it for yourself, what you're teaching and preaching about, I had. I didn't understand it, but I had. And when I tell y'all this is a ministry for me, because I was called to go back out and do this. Yeah, I'm in fear of my life. I don't want nobody going after my children. They grown now. I don't want nobody going after them. A police pulled my car over with my daughter in it and said, "Ooh, tell your father." I knew who your father is. Tell your father. I said, "Hi." I said, "Give me the paper. Give me the paper." Because I would have went to his ass. I don't care about you coming for me. Don't touch my children. Would you? Would you? Would you? You got to stand for something. That's why they wiping us out the way they are doing. Gentrification. Remember that. Gentrification. I tell everybody when you hear that word gentrification, genocide come with gentrification. They cannot replace all the poor impoverished people that they building up these 3, 4, $500,000 houses in the communities, in the ghetto. So what you do, you set it up where they start taking each other down. And it's right in your face. And y'all don't make no sense. They kill each other. They doing it. It makes a lot of sense to those that set it up. Shh, don't Steve. Steve, stop. Community activist, human rights advocate, community organizer. I know how. Not just me. It's going to take the group of us to come into your community and help you gain control over your community. That's what community organizer does. I was doing it with Communities United. I know what we can do to gain control back over certain things. Life and death is what it is. Don't get it wrong. You born and then you're gonna go. But it's being done on a higher scale, on a bigger scale, where we trying to slow it down. The goal is to get it under 200. I've been talking about this for years. A new Baltimore City is a page that I created back in 2017, I believe, for the 343 homicides that took place in Baltimore City. Y'all ain't even know I've been doing all this. But he crazy. He's sick because of my behavior. Because of me speaking out and do what I do. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I know for a fact. It is not professional at times. I know. I try. I try to be bougie. I try to be articulate. And I try, but sometimes that other person try to show up. But it's all out of love. Don't get it wrong. It's just when I come, y'all, I come. And Brandon Scott, Ivan Bates, all of them. I done helped a lot of them run for position, right? Campaign wise, because of this. A lot of them know Steve. Y'all ain't even know. But my own people, my own black people. Look at that. Criticize me more than the white man. Y'all don't even realize that. I get more support from the same person y'all talk about all the time. why we can't come together and support each other. Why can't it be more of us than them? When I go to Annapolis, when I go to City Hall, when we go to do rallies, when we go to do protests, it's more white people standing up for the black people than you black people. Because you're afraid. Then that's a freaking shame. And I'm not down on y'all. Please understand, I'm not down on you. I'm not knocking you. But the thing is, we need to come together and stand up for what we want out of life. I love y'all. I got to get down to this building. Thank you, Mr. Allen Stern. This is the Jewish real estate guy that told me to continue doing what I'm doing at the building as far as with our wraparound service program, because he want me to implement that into his other housing programs. And guess what? Y'all knocking me for that. That's why I say you have to sign up for the mental health program, because they want to make sure, and this is where Mr. Allen is at, he has a contract with housing, HUD housing, where he got like over 100 and something places he can put you in. He just want to make sure you maintain your property and pay your bill on time. And I'm trying to get other real estate investors in on this. Sammy, you better call me, because I see some of them beautiful houses you putting up. I mean, you be renting out. I'm trying to find y'all some of the most beautiful places around with the government assistance program. But I'm the crook. I just want to teach y'all how to, cut your grass, maintain their property, so you won't get in there and bust holes in the walls and turn stuff up and leaving it trashed. That's all strengthening the community is about. The second chance housing program. Don't use their evictions against them. Don't use their credit scores against them. Don't use their criminal background against them. I'm your mouthpiece to the landlords. You're in the program. We helping them do this. We helping them do that. We provide blah, 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 blah. Work with them. Now, that's how, in a way, I got to do it a professional way. Y'all know that, right? But this is how I'm trying to get them to work with the people. So for some of y'all that want to call me a scammer, it's okay. It's okay. Because that's your bull crap. Some of y'all that want to say he robbing people and this and that, it's okay. It's okay. Because I'm trying to get you in something less than 600. At least if you can show me you can afford 6. I don't want you to really pay that much. But I have to put a price there to see if you're willing to do what you got to do. Play the game. It's not to get you in something 600. If you can afford, it's a lot of people that's calling me that can afford to pay 12, 1,000, 1,500. Got the money. But guess what? It's their credit history. It's their background. That's why I did the second chance housing. That's under HUD too. Do your research. Then you'll better understand why Steve Copeland, the big mouth bald head dude, do what he do. Because I'm your mouthpiece. I'm speaking out for people that need the help the most. It's people that's connected with me that need housing and told me I can pay 15. Me and my husband make such and such and such and such. If I can get you in say, in a HUD housing, even though they want 15, but HUD will cover a certain amount of your income, where it'll be less than 15, that's what I'm trying to do. Sometimes it's because people became irresponsible as far as unmanaging their money and stuff like that. I understand stuff happened. I understand because of COVID or certain things happen. You might lose your job. I understand that. But when you're a landlord or you're a businessman, they ain't trying to hear it. So that's why the second chance program. It's under HUD. But guess what? it discriminates against y'all. The only people that can apply for it, do your research, is when they're young, like 16, 17, and they females with babies automatically. So now they put a niche in, right? Where it won't work for you. When you screw it up, you screw it up. But it's up to the landlord if they decide to look past it. I was studying it not too long ago. But now keep in mind, didn't I say I'm a civil rights advocate? They're discriminating against your rights. So now here he comes. Now I'll step in to fight for your rights with the housing part of it. That's what we do at Communities United. We fight for fair housing and fair wages. I'm speaking out for y'all so that they won't use this against you. But no, I'm a scammer. I don't carry them titles for nothing. They just titles. But I know what y'all deserve. It's just people like myself, when I come up and I use certain things as them discriminating against you, that's why some of them will open up. Because they don't want the contradiction. They don't want that fight. That's why I tell people I'm a civil rights advocate. I tell people I'm a human right. You know as well. That's the human rights advocate part, right? And I tell you I'm a community activist because that's what I do. I represent the community. I represent the people. I was never diagnosed with schizophrenic. I was never diagnosed with bipolar. I was never diagnosed with OCECDE. Nope. Sometimes I might deal with a little depression, like the woe is me. But then it's like, you cut it out. Because I learned to focus on something positive. So I help other people to understand whenever you go into that woe is zone, it takes work to come out of it and stay out of it a day at a time. I only give back. I'm only giving back what was freely given to me. How I was taught. I only give my personal experience. Understand, I said personal. I did not say my ideas. I did not say what I think. I didn't say how I feel, other than me crying like a little boy. I normally say little girl, but I ain't gonna do that one. Because I'm a caring person. Sometimes I don't like it. I wish I was one of them hardcore. I'm good. I do. I wish I didn't care. That's not how God created me. Then I'm a Pisces. I got through it on being a Pisces, so my feelings are like this. And I wish, be honest with you, as a man, I wish I wasn't like that. I wish I was that king of the jungle, that lion who, even though my legs broke, I'm still walking tall. I'm hurting like heck, but I'm like, I'm strong. I'm strong. No, I hurt. I hurt. I'm a human being. You take that chump bull junk to somebody else. I'm talking to our men. You take it to somebody else. I'm a human being with tears. Sometimes I feel like a little chump, though. But then I had to. But ask me how I feel. It's a stress relief when I cry, when I say I'm hurting. It takes the pressure off me. I ain't got to go grab that gun. I ain't got to go get that baseball bat or that pistol, that goddamn carjack. I ain't got to go get it. Because this is the way I express that anger, that frustration, that pain, that hurt. And I ain't hurting nobody. I ain't over the prison saying, "No, why I just didn't walk away? Why they didn't do this? Why they didn't do that?" I'm sharing this with y'all so the next time they try to lock me up for no reason, y'all know that's not me. Because when that girl called the police yesterday, as soon as he came in the room, I was going to turn around and say, "Okay, let's go. Mr. Copeland, we came to no, let's go." Because you know you ain't trying to listen to nothing I said. Y'all never did. I'm the owner of the look. Strengthen the community is my business. I help the homeless and the less fortunate people. Where you committing a crime. Wait a minute. Strengthen the community is my business. I help the homeless and less fortunate people regain a new way of life. Where you committing a crime. We don't want you to do that, Mr. Copeland. It's against our laws and policies, Mr. Copeland. Well, actually, that's the reason why I started this business because I see how the politicians and the police department really don't want to help the black people in the community, and they poor people. Mr. Copeland, shut up. Come on, go with us, troublemaker. Okay, let's go. Come and talk to me, Popo. I know. I seen it. I'll be over. I mean, I'm getting ready to come down. I'm just on my live. I apologize, boo, because I ain't mean to talk this long, but I'm on my way. I'm on my way. See, See how people reach out for you? And you better not hurt me when I get there, because I done had about 10 calls since I've been on here. The goal was to be down there by 10. See, that's when I love when, people reach out. And she been sent me a message, and I supposed to been there half an hour ago. I supposed to been there. I'm on my way, baby girl. But I just had to come on here, right? Because I haven't been on my live stream in a while. Because I've been too busy trying to get the house in order for the people that need the help the most. I'm just sick and tired of my people, the black people. I'm sick and tired of y'all. We supposed to stand together. That's why they like us being so divided. They love it. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm no different than anybody else. I want to make money. I'm not making a damn thing. My box truck sitting in the backyard with a busted window that somebody busted because my daughters and them parked it in a spot on Urban Avenue. And I'm not saying they wrong. They was hiding it away so the police and them wouldn't tow my truck. Then they had to put it on a lot with the guy kept it safe for me for the last 2 years. And I went and got my damn truck and put it in the yard. My green car, I allowed my daughter to use it. Somebody messed up the alternator. I had to get it towed to the shop. I don't have no money to fix that. But y'all calling me scammers. Y'all talking about I'm robbing people. Y'all talking about I'm taking people money. I get a check each month, right? But I'm not making like a profit. Let me put it like that. I'm not making money, like profiting. Whatever I make, I'll put back into the building to beautify things. I'm sorry. Feel like something went in my eye. So I'm not profiting nothing. But I know eventually, the business gonna make money because we doing other things there, like going to have culinary classes there. We go. I'm. It's a beautician that's coming in. It's a barber that's coming in. We got a pastor there. I got an educator there. I got my own people and business partners because I'm doing what I do. That's really they fucking hating on me. Y'all look. You could just come with your own stuff. I'm not changing what I do for nobody. That's not the key. You don't come in and tell somebody how to do things. You don't do that. Or let me reframe that again. You don't come in and tell Stephen Copeland how to run his housing program. You don't do it because you stepping across the line where it's going to be a yelling match. You don't do that. I won't tell you how to run your business. I won't tell you how to do your business. Bring your expertise over here where we can help the people. If your motive's not right, when you come over here, I just ask you don't let me see it. That's all I ask. Don't let me see your crooked stuff. That's all I ask. Okay? So let me call my lift. I love y'all and thanks, Rochelle. I'm not like them. Let me make this clear. And I'm not calling people names. I'm not like them. I used to call names. I walked away from a lot of people. A lot. A lot. Once I started seeing them for who they really was. God removed a lot of them. But I can't knock their hustle. If they want to rob and steal and take from y'all to fatten up their pockets, that's on them. I can tell you right now, I don't take nobody's. Mine's is independent living. Independent means I have the space for you. You the one that has to maintain as far as taking care of yourself, cooking, cleaning, washing, all of that. If you don't know how, we got a staff that will work with you on those things. If you're dealing with depression, if you're dealing with like bipolar or say trauma, mental trauma, because I'm trying to, clean up words, we have a team that will work with you. I just provide the housing part, not the psychiatry, not the therapy. We got the workforce development program. Whatever I can do in that building to help with my clients first, and then we'll help the community better their education, pastoring, however, we got all of this there. And because of that, certain people that I call myself being with don't like it. I'm like, what the freak? We say we provide wraparound service. Only thing I ask you to do, come with your expertise. If you license, you got your PhD, you got your any certificates, show it to me. Because you're coming into the housing program to serve the clients. So I have to see your stuff because you're becoming a part of the team. And I can't have you working with people if you're not certified or licensed to do your job. Okay? I'm the one that you have to talk to. Not Miss Deborah, not Powell. I'm the one who will actually, I'm the one that's providing clients for your services through medical assistance. I don't pay nobody nothing. But if you, certain things I know medical assistants don't pay for, stuff like that. But I'm just the housing part. That's all I do. But then because of the clients, if you get paid, like you can bill Medicaid for your services, then you talk with me about that to be a part of what we're doing as far as the services or the wraparound services that you provide. This is where the client's at. And some of our clients will actually be, they might not be, say, like in the housing program itself. That might be the community. But the point is, once they come in, even if they coming from the streets to be a part of your service, they have to be a part of the program. Like, just to get the services that we're providing. But that's where you come in at with your specialty. So let me get on down here because that wasn't, like I said, it wasn't my goal to come on this long, but I felt the need to come on, and I try my best, right, not to let a lot of negative stuff come too close to me. But right now, I'm at a point where I really, 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 really need my brothers and sisters. I'm at a point where I need y'all. And I know what I do is not for everybody. I already know that. But the people that really wants to help Baltimore City grow, the people that really wants to help see our impoverished people, and that's your I'm sorry, ghetto, because those are the ones that's being neglected the most. Okay? If you got, or if you want to come in and let's help them the most to be able to stand on their feet and prosper and move forward in life, that's what I'm about. And I need y'all because I can't do it by myself. Thank you, Rachel. I can't. And y'all criticize me so much. That shit hurts. But I try to avoid it. I try to ignore it and keep doing what I'm doing, what I'm doing. But understand, I'm a human being. I got 4 daughters and a son and some grandbabies. They living their life. I don't even have a girlfriend because I'm spending my time doing what I do. I need a girlfriend, y'all. But she can't dictate my life. She can't tell me, where you at? What are you doing? Where you at? So, um, I'm just saying I'm human. Even though I'm a God-fearing man, I don't walk on water. I tried one time. I tried walking on water. I tried being perfect. I ain't wanted to sin at all. But I realized, nope, I'll never be able to live in this body without falling short. Now, some of y'all can. Some of y'all outdo Jesus Christ. I'm telling you. And you know you don't, but you think you can. Hey, Antonio. So, look, let me, because Caleb going to kill me when I get down there. Let me get ready to get out of here. And I gotta get my stuff running, y'all. I gotta definitely get my license straight, number one. Because y'all know I've been down for 2 years. And since I've been running, trying to, now that I have the building and everything, just trying to, but I need to take some time off and work on getting my license back for number one. Then the trucks, I'm not really right now. I'm fine with that. It's just that I need to get my license straight. Once I get my license straight, the goal is I have to get my trucks up to code too, because I want to use the box truck to start getting donations again and giving it back out. And like I said, I want to use my green Armada as a transportation truck. So I don't have to go and like lease a 15 passengers, stuff like that, just to help the clients get around. But dealing with Powell Family Services, they do transportation too. But I'm just looking at, just in case wise, you know what I mean? So just to have everything prepared. And financially, I don't have money like that. I don't. I've been reaching out to like investors, sponsors, business partners, and not just that, philanthropists and stuff like that because of what I do. That's why I advertise a lot and promote what I do, because somebody one way gonna see it and say, "Wow, I got 5 million I can donate," or give towards that nonprofit, or it's not a nonprofit. I'm sorry, LLC. But the goal is getting my nonprofit, the Latanya D. Copeland House of Hope, under my LLC. Stephen Copeland Jr. Multi-Purpose Center for Inner City Youth. Those are four multi-purpose centers that I'm going to open up with music, art, theater, dance, and stuff like that to embrace our youth talent. On Saturdays at 2, I do a team talk show. I have everything I'm trying to set back up, but I need a broadcast team to actually do what needs to be done because everything I'm talking about, I've been doing myself. So I have to back up now and get a team together to do everything for me. That's where I'm at with a lot of that. It's a lot of y'all out there that's very, very talented and gifted, and you sitting home on it. Y'all worried, look, if you anything like me, our young generation out there wreaking havoc on the city because they don't really have nothing positive to do. You can blame it on their parents, you can blame it on their grandmother, you can blame it on me. But the thing is, a lot of them are running amok because they don't really have nothing positive to do. 2 years ago, I asked Brandon Scott, I said, how many recreation centers do we have now? He told me 48. So we went from a couple of years out, it was 60 something to 48 now. So where's our kids going to go and hang out and play and do positive stuff? So y'all wondering why they acting the way they act. So we have to create things. That's why they don't like me. I'm telling you. I carry a blue folder of other nonprofits and businesses that work with the youth in Baltimore City. And guess what? You never hear them talk about them programs. So whenever I come to a town hall meeting, I show them that right there. We can do this, we can do that. They don't want it. Not all of them, because you do have um, like politicians and stuff like that that really want to see change. Those are the ones, keep in mind, that I normally try to reach out to, that I know that's really trying to make a difference. And to be honest with y'all, I know the hell they go through too. Because of their comrades. You know, they're the people that don't want to see change. Y'all be so surprised. And I know y'all really won't, but it's a lot more of them that rather see y'all go to hell than to see y'all prosper. That's why they come up against me. And then you got people that want to sit up here, right? Throw a little comment. He's a scammer. He this, he that. And they talking for the enemy. Don't realize it. They speaking for the enemy. Either you do or you don't. Either you're going to work to see things or people prosper, or either you're going to keep tearing them down. I choose to do the necessary things to help people move forward. Know why? Because when I yelled out 32 years ago, God, please help me, he delivered me from that lifestyle. I'm out. Love y'all.